Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Metwichuk, and the purpose of today's intermittent reinforcement email message is to deliver a simple message. That message is that REBT encourages you to adopt the idea that reality never has to be the way you want it to be, that you should deal with it as it is. In rational emotive behavior therapy, we encourage people to see that we only compound our problems when we demand, insist, command that the conditions of life be different than they are. Life sends us great misfortune. Every one of us will face misfortune. Some people face it in the form of medical illness. Others face it in the form of discrimination. Yet others still face it due to any number of other sorts of things that other people do. And what rational emotive behavior therapy is trying to do is encourage people to meet this adversity with the attitude that helps them have healthy negative emotions in response to adversity. So certainly we're going to be sad and disappointed when people treat us poorly. We're going to have concern when there's a threat on the horizon. We're going to feel healthy anger when people break our rules or conditions of life frustrate us. We're going to feel disappointed when we fall short of our standards. We're going to have healthy jealousy or healthy envy. We're even going to have healthy regret for things that we've done. But these healthy negative emotions are going to enable us to deal with reality as it is. When we have unhealthy anger, unhealthy depression, despair, shame, what we're really doing is insisting that either reality be different, that we actually perform differently, or that others treat us differently. And this insistence is what I'm addressing. REBT is a philosophically based therapy that encourages people to keep after themselves, keep reminding themselves that life never has to be the way we want it to be, that reality never has to be the way we want it to be, that other people never have to treat us the way we want them to treat us, that even our own performances or our own bodies never have to be the way we want them to be. And when we give up this insistence that things be different than they are, in a paradoxical way, we empower ourselves to change what we can change. REBT is a tough-minded philosophy towards life and other people. And it is especially appealing to me because I see life as hard. I talk to people all week long. I hold many sessions, and all week long I'm hearing about misfortune and adversity. And what I have disciplined myself to do is to continue to remind them and encourage them to discipline themselves to see that despite the great misfortune that happens to all of us from cradle to the grave, things never have to be easier. They never have to be the way we want them to be. And once we get this, we have a profound philosophical change, but then we have to maintain it. It's the human condition to backslide, to go back to insisting that things be different than they are. So I would encourage you to really make a note, maybe put this on an index card, tape it to the bottom of your computer, maybe put it somewhere else in writing, put it in your bathroom. Remind yourself that life never has to be the way you want it to be, that reality doesn't have to be the way you want it to be, that people don't have to be the way you want them to be. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to yield and give up and adopt a resignation that is self-defeating. No, you can work to change and influence that which is within your domain of influence. But keep your eye on the ball. Remember that there's much that's beyond your domain of influence, even if you stand on your so-called psychological tippy toes. And if you can continually understand that one thing that's within your domain of influence, which is your attitude that you choose, and you choose the attitude that REBT really holds as the bottom line, that life doesn't have to be the way we want it to be, you will have healthy negative emotions that allow you to have some happiness even when life is very difficult and disappointing. I hope that you can join me on Saturday when I attempt to deliver this message to folks from all over the world. At 9 a.m. every Saturday here in New York, I hold a Zoom conference, Zoom meeting, where I take a volunteer and show them that whether it be medical illness, car accidents, personal limitations, lack of control, injustice, betrayal, failure, that things never have to be the way we want them to be. And we really go after this idea that people use to disturb themselves. And when you adopt the idea that you may want things to be a certain way, but that they don't have to be the way you want them to be, you begin to take a huge leap psychologically towards emotional well-being. I hope to see you on Saturday, and you can write to me at rebtdoctor@gmail.com to get your free link. It's at 9 a.m. here in New York, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, probably around 6:30 somewhere in India, and 10 o'clock in Japan. We have a worldwide audience, and I encourage you to join us and see. It will help you learn REBT, and it will help you keep after yourself. Life, people never have to treat you the way you want it to be. Reality doesn't have to treat you the way you want it to be, and that you'll deal with it far better if you hold this simple idea in your consciousness at all times.